Is it live? I think it's live. Okay. So this was spur of the moment. I'll try to be quick. I have some mail that I got in the P.O. box. So I thought I would show you what I got. Hi, Jules. I thought I'd show you what I got here. Hey, y'all. I made it worse. How y'all doing? So I got some mail in the P.O. box the other day. And so thank you to everyone who sent something. Got notes and letters and cards and things. Which there's that. But won't show those. But to the outside of the box from Tarot Newbie, if you watch this later, I got my Care Bear picture. So I got that. And then she also sent me some oracle cards. It's dark. One of the lights is out. Anyway, got some oracle cards. And I opened these already. These places are dirty. And I love these. These are really nice. But I gotta learn. Oh, I'm missing something. Wait. See if I can't turn a light on too. It's dark. Okay. These are the cards. It's called Magic of You Oracle. So I need to go through the book and whatnot. I got quite a few things I got to go learn. These, number one. I also got some runes. And I bought a book to learn Lenormand. So I need to read that too. I started reading it and then I started doing other stuff, but this is the back of those. They're really neat. They kind of remind me of the Angelarium a little bit. My favorite card is this one, the Oblivion. So they got kind of that same art style of the Angelarium. Kind of bizarre in a way. So she sent me those. I have another package I got to go pick up that's got some decks that we can use for a giveaway. So we'll do those as well. This is the Steampunk Tarot. She sent me this one as well. The other Steampunk Tarot I have, well, I have a different one, is what I'm saying. I haven't looked at these yet. Now, I have recently taken, I can't stand when it comes in two things like that. I have recently taken to getting rid of all the boxes that these cards come in, because it's taking up a lot of space. And so I bought these things so that the cards would just sit in those. So I have a bunch of those. Interesting. I think that's a cup card. Leviathans, I think. Or not. I don't know what that is. This is why you read the book one time. Because there's submersibles, I guess that's a cup. Leviathans might be wands. Here's Lady of Engines. I guess that's pentacle, possibly. I like the back of them too. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Submersibles, I'm going to say, is a cup. Engine sounds like wands. So engine sounds like wands. Airships. Is swords. Oh Lord Jesus. Had to learn new systems. Leviathans is pentacles. They keep the same meaning though. Suspension tank. Why don't you just, oh Lord Jesus, I have to remember what that is. Brazen head. That's, oh Lord, they changed all the names. Well, guess we'll be learning what that is then. And shuffle well. Okay. So we got a new deck there. And the oracles, I'll have to learn those. I'm excited about those for sure. These are the runes. I want to learn the Futhark alphabet and all that good stuff. I want to learn more about the runes. I find them very fascinating. If you can go back some here. They're lapis lazuli. They are very small. Like very small. I tried to order some, I have some other ones, some seashell ones, but I can't find them for the life of me. I mean, they're little bitty too, so I don't really care all that much, but I mean, I'm sure they're turned up somewhere. But I got the meanings and stuff. I wrote it down and took some notes and blah, 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 but I want to learn more about them. So I am going to study them more before I start trying to read with them and all that kind of jazz. I did some research a couple days ago, but I'm gonna try to use them a little bit more. I was learning from, it's this guy, he is a professor at Washington State or something like that. I forget where he is exactly, but he was doing some videos on it and I was watching his stuff and learning about the alphabet and all that good stuff. Like this is not an M, this is an E. They do have an M somewhere in there, but it's not an M, that's an E. So that's what I was doing earlier was, oh, there's the M. That's the M, and not that one. This is the E, and that is the M. So I was doing that, doing some research. Like this is not an F. I forget what it is exactly, but it's not an F. There is an F, but that's not it. So I'm gonna learn those a little bit more, and then we'll see what happens there. But I like them though. I did a couple of readings with them already, and they work. They answered my questions and all that whatnot. But like I said, I also got I have 3 Lenormand decks too. I also got a book to learn Lenormand. So that's going to be the second thing or third thing I learn. I need to learn those oracle cards first, and then I'll learn the runes, and then I'll go to the Lenormand because this is a whole book. So I'll go for those. Like I got the meanings, but it would be nice to have the system down. So I'm going to do that. That'll be the third thing, so that's a ways off. And when it comes to like trying to get rid of some stuff. So I forget what her name is, but hi Tarot Newbie. I actually was just showing everybody what you got me. She gave me this. So this is from Tarot Newbie, so thank you very much. And I got my Care Bear picture too. So I am trying to do giveaways and things. So somebody out there has sent me some decks. It has arrived as of yesterday. I just need to go pick it up. And I got some here that went unclaimed from the first giveaway that we did. You remember I was telling you they had until the 23rd, 24th to actually claim the deck. If it didn't, then we'll just save those and give those away to people later. So they went unclaimed. And I gave 2 away already just to people who wanted them in the wings. So there's that. But I have some, the ones that she sent me are not brand new. I don't know how people feel about like getting used decks and all that type of stuff. But I have some that I don't want anymore either, and I just hate to throw them away, but this is one of them. Like, I don't want this one anymore either. And so, like I say, I hate to throw it away. There is no bookstore that I can go to donate it either. I'm sure there's one somewhere, but I can't get to it, so there you go. This, unfortunately, I might just have to throw this away. It doesn't have the book anymore. I don't know where it is. But the book was confusing as heck anyway, but I don't want this anymore either. I have zero resonation with this. This is nice, but I'm not really big on Thoth Tarot, which is what this is based on, because I learned in the Rider-Waite system, and the Rider-Waite system has specific meanings for specific cards, and they have the same number, blah, blah, blah. This is different. And like adjustment, this is the Justice card. Justice card is not adjustment. I think the Strength card is called Lust. And so I don't really care for the flipping of the meanings. And I have 2 Thoth, well, I think it's 3. Yeah, this is the other one. This one, and one called Millennium Thoth. I don't really care for. Once I got them, then they're not for me. But this deck is really nice, though. What is the A on? What does it mean? I just don't care for it. I don't care for the flipping of the meaning and all that stuff. It's different than the system I learned. But this one doesn't have a book either, so I don't know what to do with this. Because I don't really like it. Thus, I don't ever use it. I use it a couple times, and every time I do, it confuses me because it's not the same. So this is going to be one of those ones that's either sit here forever, or I just say, you know what, throw it away. I'll keep this one for... This one is just a major arcana. I have the Vacanti Tarot. That's the one that Becca bought me. And that's this one. And these are just the major arcana. So I think I'll keep those for the Oracle channel then. Like, use them in conjunction. Or something like that. So those can stay. This one doesn't have the book either. I don't know if it ever came with one. I don't know how one fits in there. But this also has this is the Strength card. It's called Lust. And so this has a different setup than the Rider-Waite's. And I don't like this. Once I got it, I seen it online, it was fine. Once I got it, it's like, no. So that's 3 decks. This one had a book. Does it still? Yes, it does. It has the book with it. But this one, I don't care for these anymore. Like these weird tree people. I seen it online, it was fine, because I like that one. But you get it home and it's just, I don't care for it. So like I said, you either don't mind a used deck and then I'll give them away to somebody who doesn't like a used deck, but other than that, they're going in the trash. I just hate to throw away a tarot deck, but there's like literally nobody to give it to. This one and this one were part of the giveaway that went unclaimed. I don't have either one of these. So a part of me is like, well, just keep it for yourself. I didn't want either one of them either, but I mean, they're not horrible. It's just, you know. I don't know. I didn't want them. Although I do like dragons. I don't know. I guess I might keep those. I don't know. But these other ones, this stuff here, I don't want. Like, I like these. I like the way they look. I just don't like the top system. I don't like these at all. Or the tree people. Or the watercolor. So, we'll see. And like I said, all of the boxes are going away anyway. Because I went down to these little bags. Now, once I got rid of those boxes, all my tarot cards fit into one place, which is fantastic. And I don't need the boxes or the books. So, there you go. But this other stuff, I'll keep those. I'm interested in, like the Lenormand book that I got. It started off, I don't know, it just went, it had a lot of fluff, like, here's how I use my Lenormand. Like, I don't really care how you use your Lenormand. Like, tell me how this works. Like, yeah. So anyway, we'll see. I don't need those boxes. Like, it's a bunch of them. And they were taking up a lot of space. Like, I had 2 giant plastic containers full of cards, and they all fit into one now. And mind you, I got the biggest ones I could find, just in case they didn't fit. I said, I'll get, the gigantic ones to make sure they do. And so since they do, there you go. I was actually looking at the Dreaming Way Lenormand the other day. Because since I'm going to learn it, somebody said, well, you should buy one more. No, I should not. I already have 3. I don't really care about Lenormand all that much. But I care about it enough to learn it properly. And then I'll probably just read it intuitively any darn way. But this is my favorite anyway. These images are very nice. This is the Thelema. I have 3 decks by this in particular, I guess, brand. I don't know. Because Thelema, there's a Thelema Tarot, and then there's an Arcanum Tarot. The Arcanum Tarot is made by the same people who made the Thelema. And then there's the Millennium Thoth, which is also made by the same people. I get my cards from everywhere. Everywhere. I got some from Barnes and Noble, from Amazon, from Etsy, from Walmart, everywhere. Everywhere, everywhere, everywhere. Yeah, I love the Arcanum. They're, they're yes, Walmart sells them too. At least online. I don't know about in the stores. I'm in the Bible Belt, so I don't really know. But that was the stuff that I got today. Got the two decks. I think, I'm gonna open this. It's mine now. See, all this is unnecessary. These cards are huge. They're very thin too. Like very, very, very thin. They bend very easily. But they're nicely done though. Very nice. Oh, mercy. It's the first thing I do. Make sure everything's there. I used to didn't like, I still don't really care for when you don't fully illustrate the pip cards too. You just put 9 pentacles on there instead of like the woman in the garden and all that type of stuff. Did I want the mood tarot? No, because it's full of bad words. So I can't use it on YouTube. And it's half the reason I don't use the Mary L tarot, because it's full of weird nudity. Which I'm sure means something. To the artist, but for my purposes, so it's mine now. There was 6 people. Well, most of them, it was 6 people out of 21. So most of the people got their decks. I sent 2 out yesterday or the day before yesterday. So there's 2 more that have been sent out. But for the most part, people got it. I could. It's just full of bad words, so I don't want that. But thank you again. I love those oracle cards. Like I need to figure out how to say some of those words in there, but I really love those. Those are those are nice. So that's that. So let's open these two then. Same kind of box, so I guess same person made them. Or at least the same company. I just hate that. Get off of me. All right. Book is in color. Looks nice. Angel of Innocence. There's the Fool. Angel of Magic. Angel of Power. Knowledge is power. Angel of Abundance. The Empress. So these are nice. So they made it cute. Angel of Freedom with the Devil card. Angel of Enlightenment with the Tower. The devil is not freedom. And they don't, they're same concept. They didn't illustrate theirs either. It's just cups on a card. Which still works for my purpose, so that's all right. I love that green though for some reason. That green and that gold looks really nice. A nice purple. The influence of the angels is that's hypnotizing. Is my favorite angel deck that I have. I have 3, I believe. Well, one of them is not an angel deck. It's just called Revival. I'll have to find something to do with those ones I don't want. We shall see. Like, I know somebody that could use them, but there's no book with it. I mean, I still have 1,000 books in there full of tarot cards, but none for the Toth system, though. So here's the thing, Tarot Newbie. There is a member of the TarotsApprentice community that has told me to stop blocking other people's blessing, right? And this came about when, like, she wanted to send me like a donation, PayPal, and all that type of stuff, and I'm like, oh, you don't have to do that. And she said she wanted to because she paid for a reading, right? And I'm like, well, that's enough because, I mean, you paid for the reading, so there's that. And she wanted to send me something else. And I'm like, you don't have to do that. And so she said, well, people want to do stuff for you. So just let them do it. So I went to the UPS store to get a PO box. Whatever you send, I will take it. The end. Like, I get it. Because I do the same thing for other people. And it's just, somebody say you need something. Okay, if I got it, I'm sending it to you, whether you asked for it or not. And take it. Like, and there ain't got to be no big old thing. You ain't got to send me no thank you card. No, just take it. And so I have learned to stop standing in the way of that. That is not one of those things that came overnight, though, because I still, you don't have to send me. I went and got the darn P.O. box, but I was still like, you don't have to send me nothing. But like she said, that's somebody else is planting that out there. Like they're trying to plant their own seeds of blessing and don't block it. So just leave it be. So there you go. Well, JC, okay. I'm not fighting it anymore. I mean, I still am on the inside of here, but I don't know. I just stand back and say, okay, whatever. If you send it, I will take it. I don't know. Like I'm usually, the one giving other people stuff, so but anyway, I don't know how to take the compliments. But, you know, let it happen. This is the year of let it happen. That's what Spirit told me in January 1st. So I do love getting stuff though. I won't lie and say I don't. I love like I told everybody when we first got in that you sent me my Care Bear picture too, which I also got. And I got cards, I got letters and all that, and it was lovely. And so, like I said, I really, really, really like these. And so I need to learn those first. They don't take me long to learn Oracle cards. The runes I already learned. I mean, well, not learn the runes, but I I got not memories. What do you call it? The meanings wrote down and all that. So I just need to and this is not how they teach you to do it, but okay. So here's there might be a church of chicken somewhere around in here, but old greasy ass chicken. Anyway, there is a few different ways people do their runes, right? So you basically, like I say about everything that has to do with something in the divinatory practices, you and your spirit work out what it is you and your spirit want to do. Yes, it is witch. You and your spirit figure out what it is y'all want to do. If reader A doesn't do it this way, reader A doesn't have to. If they get somehow bothered by the way you do your things, tell them to quit looking. So, there you go. So, what they say to do is you take a few of them and you cast them. Now, these all came up face up. You can't see them because they're itty bitty. They all came up face up, though. If they go face down or on their side, You can either say this is blocked, or you can just turn it up. Some of these, like these, which are symmetrical, do not have reversals. Some of them have reversals, to where you can read a reversed meaning of it. In the beginning, I read it with reversal, but I'm actually more comfortable with just putting it face up. And I take all of them and say the ones that are closest to me are the ones that I read. The ones that are further away, I do not read unless I only have like one or two here. And then I'll go fish for the rest. But that's the runes for me right now. And I am enjoying them. I have some made out of seashells. Those are the ones I was trying to find, but I cannot find them. So there you go. So once I get a little more info on these, then, because I got the meanings, but I want to know some history. And the guy, he's very knowledgeable, so I'll watch some more of his videos. He was talking about the history of runes, and it was quite fascinating. And I got some wooding as well, and they come in a little box and everything. And then I got the seashell ones, which I can't find, but there's that. So I'll be excited when I start reading those. What else do I have up here? I think that's it. So that's the channel update. Anything past this point is just fluff. I am also doing a reading tomorrow with Tallulah's Tarot, Red Lentil Healing, and Sienna Rose at 6 o'clock Central Standard Time. And thank you, Lori. And then Friday, I think Ganga and Jin are going live on Ganga's channel, I do believe. Oh wait, we have a message. What does it say? You need some direction. Let's see. Well, we got Angel Tarot, so let's see. Well, first two cards, I mean, they're okay. Not to sound cliche, but nobody who dies ever leaves you. The Two of Cups is a unity card, and strength means that they're always around you. So, and then here with the King of Swords, there's some authority that she is able now to exercise over her own path. There was some restriction while she was here. There was some Restriction definitely in the later part. And like she's fine now. Now naturally she wants you to be as well, but this is not, we still have a human shell to deal with. So it's not just as easy as saying, oh hey, you know, don't feel bad because I'm still here. But if I can't see you and feel, then you know, there's that whole aspect of it. But the first message is she's not actually gone. She's still here. Which also means that there's a tie still there. And not just the parental tie. It's more of a I want you to be okay tie going forward. Because things can look bleak when you start adding them up. Like, oh, this is going on, and this is going on, and this is going on, and this is going on. But she's still there. Now there are some blocked feelings because life doesn't look the way you want it to. Here with the child card, the two of swords, and the five of wands, there is still some wrestling with I don't understand, which is, it's typical. Now, have you ever thought yourself to be like a medium or someone who can see people on the other side or hear people on the other side? Because here's a card, and the Eight of Pentacles will tell me that basically, if you ever decide to embrace that part of you, then she will be your guide. She will help you. Like, she's already ready for you to take steps forward. This is why I say she didn't actually leave you. She's ready for you to take steps forward. And should you want to, okay, so should you want to take those steps forward, she will help you. There is something about deep meditation and let her speak. So I don't know if you've done automatic writing or if you do maybe something to where you want to go into a meditation or maybe even deep meditation and record the things you say. But there is something here about a message she wants to push forward, but she wants you to be the vessel for it. So she wants you to write something down or to say something out. Um, is there a like a Ken or Kenneth or Kevin or a KE kind of name around you? I don't know why that pops up, but there might be some sort of message. But she wants to do the talking. She just wants you to be the vessel for it. And this is more along the lines also of well, there you go. You've been scared. She wants you to trust that she is still there, that she is still with you. Katrina. Okay, there's the K name. Yes. Okay. Is she an adult? 15? Has she given you an indication or some sort of inkling of what it is she wants to be? Is it something in law or something close to that, like government or something like that? And there might be a message that she wants to give something to do with Katrina. Yeah, wish baking. There might be some sort of message she wants to give. Ain't nothing wrong with bacon. Look at Martha Stewart. Yeah, don't fight your guides. That Seven of Swords and that Lover's card. Don't fight your guides. There is a tunnel and it has white light in it and then there's purple on the side. There is a message she wants to direct towards you that's also about spiritual spaces. Like, I don't know if she had a park that she would go to, some sort of spiritual space that might be stronger in connection should you go there, or should you be there, or should you build something to it, some sort of replica. I don't know if you need to build if you need to build like an altar that replicates this spiritual place, but there is something because she wants to help and she doesn't want you to feel alone because there are still some messages that you need to give, but the heavy heart business is what's blocking it right now. Like she wants this to be like a, okay, now's the time to go. Now, mind you, when they don't have an earthly attachment, then they're eager to do anything, and so um, so you still do need to take it in your own time, but okay. So maybe build an altar and put some roses on it or something. But she has a place that has something to do with like a park or some foliage or something that she could go to and feel some sort of peace or peace of mind or something like that. But there is something that if you should go there, get you a little notepad and see what comes out when you start to write. And do it a couple times because in the beginning, what you write might not be legible, so it won't make sense. But do it a couple times and she's still there. So that's what I get. Mm. Then she'll probably meet you there. That's understandable. Physical pain and emotional pain, especially when you deal with both at the same time, like something's got to give, for God's sake. I understand. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Patricia. I had a list of readings, but like I said, I'm gonna do a reading tomorrow. It's not going to be long. It's going to be like an hour though, because this is in the middle of the work week and all that type of stuff. Oh, I do, Shandor. I already do. I love the ruins actually, like a lot. Like a lot. I just want to learn some more about the alphabet and all the carry-ons on. You're welcome, Lori. Good luck to you. Um, well, Darlene, if you feel the need to say something to them or whatever, then you can, but you don't ever have to. It's more of a confirmation that you can more than a confirmation that you need to. Like if there was something you needed to help them with, you would feel compelled to help them. I don't know what an egg reading is. No, 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 Robert Trump. Thank you, Maria. Thank you very much. No, I didn't see an egg reading. What is an egg reading? How do you read an egg? Do you break it and then like read what's inside? How do you read an egg? Educate me, please. What's happening with the egg? Mm. How do you prepare it? Are you cooking it or like how do you do this? Now I seen the okay. Somebody you break the egg into water and then read what you see. Okay, I see. I got you. I see. I got you. No, I've never seen that. I did the the crystal part, but I didn't do the gazing part, like like gazing into a crystal, or getting like a mug full of water and looking down into it. I haven't done that either. I don't know. I didn't know. I've never tried those. Yeah, the flame of a candle can be very hypnotizing if you stare into it. It's considered magic. Since it has to be like created, it can be hypnotizing. I think it wouldn't be so bad if it didn't move, but since it jumps around everywhere, then it sort of hypnotizes. Maybe they're the ones with the demons, since you weren't afraid of them. I try. Who had a head injury? My week has been very good, Tarot. It's been very fast, but it's been very good. Very, very fast. I've been out of the house twice. I am re-quarantined. I am summer-teened because I can't stand the heat right now. Where I work is not that far, but I don't want to walk in the heat. And we're about to move anyway. So I said, okay, I'll just, I'm just not, I can't, like, bye y'all. No, I'm not exposed or anything. I'm just, it's hot. It's hot at 9 a.m. And I'm sick of torturing just to walk down there. Like, I can't. No more. I'll just wait until I move. And then back to the rat race. And then it's tourism season here too, so yeah, I'm done with people right now. It drains mine. It drains mine very fast because I'm very sensitive to heat anyway. And do you believe people can be cursed? Yes, I do believe people can be cursed. Yeah, we're gonna move. I don't know exactly where, but it's not, we're getting out of here. We've been here too long anyway. Like we usually move like every 2 years, just because we like it, but we like living other places. But we've been here too long. I think. Yes, out of Florida. Please, out of Florida. I'm tired of Florida. I mean, you can break a curse. Just salt bath works. Saging yourself works. Don't come back to Oklahoma. I'm not. I am not. If I go back to Oklahoma, it will probably be to be buried. Then that's it. Which is coincidentally the next time you'll see me in a church. But I don't know where exactly. But yeah, like I say, just you can sage yourself, salt yourself. You can take a salt bath. There are different bath mixtures. Like you can put goat milk in and all. It's some mixtures out there. You can put some. Be careful if you ever use crystals. Don't put crystals in your bath because they can leak things out, chemicals and things or whatever. Minerals, I should say, not really chemicals, but they can leak things out in the bath water that aren't good for you. But you can do quite a few things to get rid of curses. Get you some obsidian that absorbs curses or absorbs bad energy and then reflects it back out. White quartz just reflects it, doesn't absorb. But you need to cleanse your energy first and then put it on. That way, if good energy is trying to come into you, then it can. Amethyst, lapis lazuli, tiger's eye, moonstone, all of those are really good for cleansing energies and whatnots. So yeah, you can break it. It's not something that has to last forever. Hey, Jen. Yes, the Insomniacs Club is here. Although I've been up all night, so pink quartz is good for drawing in romantic energy. They say. I've never used such a thing, so I can't really tell you. But it's about drawing in romantic energy. Now there's a girl who I worked with who she used pink quartz all the time, and yes, she does get a lot of. She gets hit on a lot, and unfortunately for her, we don't work in a place that is full of supermodels. I'll just say it that way. And so she gets these old guys coming here, telling me, "Hey, you want to ride on her?" He's got a motorbike, right? And he has all of like zero teeth, and he's got one of the male pattern baldness things, and he's in there buying beer, talking about, "Do you want to come ride on his motorcycle?" And there's another, well, there's actual several. She gets it all the time, and then they always come to me, "Hey, can you tell her such?" No, you. I mean, I'm not gonna tell you to go over there and tell her you like her because she gets enough of that all day, but you go tell her yourself. But she gets a lot of that, and she has pink quartz in her pocket and her purse. So, yeah, it rose quartz is what pink quartz. Yes, it's a love stone, and it draws in romantic energy. So yeah, there's that. I have one, but I wouldn't dare leave the house with it. Oh, that's sad. She was looking for, I think, the Romeo thing. Um, but it just never really quite worked out that way. Um, she had one prospect, but he turned out to be a weirdo too. So there's that. You know. Now it does not. It does not. Tarot. It does not cast love spells on people. It just draws in romantic energy. So is coming at you. For it to cast a spell on someone would be to alter their free will. And if he's not your orthodontist, you stay out that office. But then again, I mean, who am I? Do what you want to do. Don't let nobody tell you what to do. That's what I always say. That's what I say. We're gonna ask your oracle cards, which I shouldn't have shuffled these because I still need to learn the darn thing. Oh Lord. Virgun. Becoming loving mirror. That's what you should do. Oh, I'm not gonna say that, Lord Jesus. Okay, I'm switching subjects right now. Mm, mm, mm. Yes, you do, Crystal Blue. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. It was not PG-13. No. Florida is special. You either love it or you hate it, I guess. Well, it depends on where you are, I guess. If you're somewhere with lots of people and things to do, then you'll probably like it. But if you live in lower Alabama, as they call it, around here, then you probably won't. Amethyst is good for protecting your energy too, double A. Heightens your intuition too. Yes. If you hate snow, this is definitely a good place to flee. Because snowstorm ain't no joke. I love the snow, but it ain't no joke. We used to get blizzards in Oklahoma all the time. And it was quite neat, well, for me, to go out and watch like this just huge piles of snow blowing in the wind, but it's it is not fun if you got somewhere to go and somewhere to be. That is for sure. Yeah, my brother wants to go west. I actually want to go the opposite direction. Um, I woke up one day, Spirit told me go to Virginia. I don't know nothing about Virginia. I don't know why I need to go to Virginia. I pulled cards on Virginia. Everything was positive. I'm like, okay, then maybe Virginia it is. But we shall see. Well, I mean, people in Florida just like people anywhere else, but you got your crazes and your goods. I just don't really care for the South anymore. I grew up here my whole life, but it's red state people. That's what it is. The farther out if you go into the cities, then you'll be fine. But you go out, then like where I am, you run into the red state people, the bona fide Trump supporter. I hate a penny. Cool, Tessa. What's your question? No, because I get along with just about anybody. And so, Trump supporters, as long as you aren't talking about politics, then they don't really care about much anything else. I've always just run into them at work anyway. And so while I'm at work, I'm the professional side of myself. And so when you talk about Trump, I let you talk about Trump. It's not my job to do back and forth with you on your whole political spectrum. It's just me to do whatever it is I'm supposed to be doing for you while I'm working here and then go on about your business. Like, I don't want to convert Trump supporters because you can't. That's just an argument waiting to happen that will never end because no matter what you say, they don't believe you're in their right. So you just let them say what they got to say and then go on about your business. I had to tell that. I actually had to tell that to one guy that we were training because somebody asked him if he was a Christian because he's got, all these different things on, that says that he has some sort of other spiritual proclivity. And so they asked him that, and then he said no, and then that turned into a 45-minute conversation. I said, just next time, just tell him yes. It doesn't have to be true. That way he doesn't go, or anybody else doesn't go on this big long rant about how they're right and you're wrong, and then they can go on about their business. So there's that. Like, okay. Just tell him yes. Because you know the Lord said, no, you were not there. That's probably not what he said. So I'm just saying. I don't have any thoughts. Meter? I have zero thoughts. I haven't heard the story, but I have zero thoughts about it. Well, I get stay put double A with the Eight of Swords. I don't see anything saying that you should leave. I don't get any moving cards. So you do what you need to do to stay safe, but I don't get anything that's saying you should leave. I get the opposite, actually. Um, Crystal Blue, there's still some delay here. There's the Fool, which means there's a new beginning. But there might be some false leads with that, or at the very least, some runaround with the Five of Wands. There is just some constant back and forth type of deal. It ends in the Ten of Cups, but this is something that is also delayed here with the Page of Swords. So we're not talking right away. Yeah, Seven of Pentacles, so we're still at least a month and a half away from something being finalized. So there might be some leads, and those leads are going to go in a circle until you actually get something. But we're looking at least 7 weeks, so a month and a half. You see Trump versus Twitter? Oh, Lord. Use the dragon cards for him. Because here's the thing. Twitter is just to blame. Like, I can't stand it anymore that everybody else is subject to censoring except Donald Trump. And the guy who is involved, I guess he's the widower of the guy, of the lady who was, I don't know if she died, killed, whatever, but. And then you drag Joe Scarborough into it. And then there's guys saying, hey, can you stop talking about my deceased wife? And like this whole thing. And Twitter's response is not to take the tweets down, not to say, hey, you are violating our terms of service agreement, is to put a fact check button at the bottom of it. And then that pisses off Trump, and then he's all rage against the machine because. But let us go on there. Like, why do you censor Alex Jones? He's causing harm. Donald Trump can cause an actual war via Twitter. Almost did, and nothing happens except your little fact check button. Like, they're just as much to blame because you let him get away with it over and over and over again. So, how will this play out? Will they just continue with their little button, or what is this? Because this to me just sounds like, a save face type moment. They're not really doing anything. I mean, if nothing else, they should hold him to a higher standard, being as that he influences the entire country. So, in my real opinion, the president of the United States, even though people use social media like nobody's business in this day and age, the president should not have a social media account, period. I don't want to see you on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, none of that. Do that when you get out of office. But the office of the presidency, if you were to have a social media account, it should be run by bots that just come out and say Merry Christmas, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy 4th, stay safe, stay hydrated, that type of stuff. The little, hey, the president's going to speak at 4 o'clock, that type of stuff. The vanilla stuff that doesn't get anything into trouble. Just, we always remember 9/11, that kind of thing. That's all it should be. It should not be a platform for anybody, I don't care if it was Obama or whoever, to come out and make decisions and say anything. It should not be a communication point from him to us. If he got something to say, tell him to make a press conference and we'll hear about it there when the representatives or our media can ask you questions based upon the crap you're saying, not tweets. Like, this is out of hand at this point. Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. This is garbage if you ask me, but I think I'm influencing, so you can take this with a grain of salt. The Three of Cups and the Seven of Cups. This is some sort of behind the scenes. This is one of those things to where I think Twitter, and I'm not even going to blame Donald Trump because Donald Trump's Donald Trump. Twitter wants you to believe that they're actually doing something when they're really not. This is just to save face, like I said. But we'll see if the Knight of Cups come up. But there's the Death card. So now here is the one little piece of this that is actually a good thing. It does bother him, and I shouldn't be happy that it bothers him, but I am happy that it bothers him. Here with the Death card, there is some change to it, and he doesn't like that change. He does not appreciate it. On the Queen of Cups, there is some support for him, though, because they feel like now he's being attacked by Twitter. Now, if he boycotts Twitter, that would be fantastic, but he won't, because why would he? Now, he said he's going to sign executive order for social media platforms, but that doesn't mean anything either. They can censor you all they want to. Your First Amendment rights do not exist in social media. The First Amendment says the government cannot censor what you say. Twitter can censor you all they want to because that is their platform and their business. Just like if you came in my house, I can tell you don't say that and then put you out if you said it again. It has nothing to do with your First Amendment rights. You're in my space. So the government cannot stop you. 10 of Wands after that death. So this change is going to cause a burden. Now, what kind of burden is it going to cause? It is going to cause one going forward because now they have to do this to everybody else. Otherwise, they would just say they were picking on Trump. But I don't really think it'll matter at that point. But he is the only one that I think they're going to do this to, which means that there is going to be a call for Twitter to do this to everyone else, which is where the burden, this is the future card, this is where the burden is going to come from. If you're going to fact check Trump, then you need to fact check Pelosi, or you need to fact check Barr and Pence too while you're at it. But still, if you're going to fact check one side, fact check the other. But, I mean, falsehoods do exist on both sides. Three of Swords. Some, but they will be back because social media is an addictive thing too. They will be back. Three of Wands in the fear. The High Priestess. This was, like I said here in the beginning, to save face. This is just one of them little things, but it's not far enough to me. If you really wanted to rein in the crazy, you would rein in the crazy. You wouldn't just, put down a paper towel and say, okay, we're soaking up the crazy. No, stop it completely. Don't let it fall and the crap hits the fan and then clean it up. Stop it. Turn the fan off. That way it doesn't spray everywhere. And then, and speaking of which, I got my little letter from Trump saying that your economic stimulus package is on the way. Sucker, I got it 3 weeks ago. So not only is your letter not needed, it's late. So the Knight of Swords, and then it ends in the Seven of Swords, strategy and sneaking. So yes, this is just a safe face. This means nothing. It might not even be there in 7 months, but there you go. I wanted to burn it, but I don't have a place to burn it. Oh, with his scribble scrabble signature on it. That's the stupidest thing I've ever, because he wanted you to see his letter, so he sent it out to you. And then it says return service requested. What do you want me to send you back? A picture of a middle finger? Because I got that. I can do that for you. Like, hell do you want? Thank you, Switchback Image. Who is MN? Fill me in on that. Okay. Here's a weird signature. I mean, it's it's what you think it would be. It's just a bunch of up and down lines. Like, how the hell does that spell Donald? Where are we going with this right now? And you just wasting paper. God, dog. You not sending me no check? I already got it. Is Stephen Miller having a boy or a girl mutant? Oh. We had some chuckles off camera. I won't say what they were about because it was actually quite controversial. Stephen Miller. and his baby girl. I need to stop doing that too. I want simple answers and I pull too many cards. So I'll pull one card. Boom. What's it say? King of Swords. It'll be a boy. Oh God, no. Means he's gonna like him. I can't. Everybody shouldn't have kids. Now, if she's pregnant, was she pregnant at the time she got coronavirus? Because doesn't that affect something that she might need to go get checked up on? It's because he's deranged. No. Pence is shooting blanks, probably. Mother's got his all cinched up. She's back at work, though. Back at work and pregnant and full of remnants of the COVID. She says she's negative, 3 tests, and she's negative. She's been tested 3 times. Hi, Margaret. Yeah, they were saying something about he couldn't stand still at some place. Welcome to the club, Tarot. Well, thanks to you, I have 100 and something. I don't even know anymore because I've lost count. I said 100. I'm just going to keep saying 120. It's not 120, but it's close enough to where I can confidently say 120. Well, it's probably 120 because now I have 2 new ones that I was supposed to be giving away, but they never claimed the darn things. And then I got yours that I got yesterday. You know I do want, but here's the thing about the Chakra Oracle. I do not want it. Thank you, Jen. I don't want it because I don't need it. I want it because I keep seeing it. It's one of those type of things to where, like, if you walk through the mall and, oh, there's a pretzel place. You don't really want one, but since it's here, then why not? So that's what's kind of happening. I see Adrienne using the red lentil healing. She uses her chakra thing, and I'm like, I should get me some chakra cards. But I don't need chakra oracle cards. I have some chakra tarot. I barely use those darn things, but no, I don't need nothing else to learn right now. I got 4 things. I got to learn my Lenormand. I got to learn the runes. I got to learn the oracle cards there. And then there was one more oracle to learn, but yeah, I don't need anymore. So I'm not getting any more, I'll say that. I have the Chakra Tarot. Yeah, Chakra Wisdom Tarot, I believe it's called. In the green box. I have that one. And it reminds me of the Tarot de la Nuit, to where it's just pretty people on cards, and then I guess the colors mean what they're supposed to mean, but yeah, I don't really connect to them like that. Oh, crystal blue, I have no idea. I'm gonna say 120, just because that's a safe estimate to say 120. I gotta stay up long enough to go to the shops though, because I need to go early before it gets hot. If it gets hot, I ain't leaving this house at no point, unless I go at night, which then the bugs are out, so no. Yes, because they changed all the names. That's pretty much the only thing that's happening right now. That's like, that's justice. If it said justice, I would have absolutely no problem. But a whole different name, yeah, we're gonna have to get used to that one. Yeah, I'm not going at night. I mean, that's when I get off work, is at nighttime. Not just nighttime, but 11 o'clock at night, I'm walking down the street. So yeah, you know, this is how my life works. Yes, you do. And the traffic right now, I mean, it's midweek, so it's not that much traffic, but I need to beat the heat for sure. The sun's coming up already. But the shops don't open for another 3 hours. What, with the hole in the head? Yeah, I'll have to learn these, because they changed every single name just about on these cards is different. So this is gonna be special. So it's gonna take a moment, because I still gotta learn. I want to learn those. I don't know. It's like 30 minutes. I mean, it's as fast as I want it to be. I don't ever rush going to the store, because I ain't got to rush going there. Now, if I was going to work, then yes, it's, pick your feet up. But but I don't feel as though I am. I don't know. I don't know. I will never buy a car. Ever, ever. Never, ever. Last thing you need is me in a car. Everybody gonna die. Yeah, I definitely don't need one. Will you get evicted? Let's see. Must be some sort of agreement. You have two of pentacles, so that's like waiting for money, imbalance, and trying to juggle two things at once. And then there's two people here. So there might be some sort of agreement there. I don't see eviction. Well, good morning, night, black and orange tarot. Wherever art thou in the world? Yeah, I don't see eviction. There might be some sort of agreement there. No, I can't get in an Uber either. I don't like riding in a car with strangers. That just mm-mm. I think I've taken a cab 3 times in my entire life. Well, see, where I lived in Oklahoma City, I lived right next to everything, and that's usually well, when my brother moves places, he usually moves with that in mind, to where he will move close enough for something for me to walk to, but far enough away to where we don't get constant traffic. And so that's where we are now. I just got 2 miles, whatever way I want to go, and there's something. Um, when we lived in Oklahoma, we lived down the street, like you can throw a rock and hit it, from the mall. And there was the mall. So every kind of store you might think you want is in the mall. And then the grocery store. The grocery store is the only thing that I could not walk to because it was not accessible. But every kind of eatery, like Taco Bell, McDonald's, Burger King, everything was there. So if you wanted something to eat, there was that. But not like grocery. There was a bank down the street, which I banked at. So that was there. When I lived in Texas, the grocery store was down the street and the mall was across the street. So I've always lived in places where things were accessible to me. Did I ever throw a rock at the mall? No, because I can't actually throw. I throw like a girl, or worse than a girl. I throw like a dog. Something I cannot throw at all. I can't throw or catch. This is why sports was never my thing. I was an inside baby, so this is the kind of stuff I did. I hate cabs. I hate all. I don't mind buses though, like getting on the bus or something like that. That I don't mind, but getting in a cab, no. It just makes me so uncomfortable, and I don't know why. To get in the car, probably because I was betrayed in a past life, and so when someone else has that kind of control, I mean, he can just start driving off to Afghanistan for all I. It's like. I don't like that kind of thing. My brother says the same thing, Texagon. It's like he has to have his car. Like that's why he's like, I don't want to live on an island because I can't just drive to the next state. Because he was thinking about moving to Guam at one point, and just like, yeah, no. I make perfect sense. You don't understand it. You don't have to, but I make perfect sense. Everybody on the bus is not driving me. I'm an inside baby. I didn't like going outside as a kid either. Like I went and played and did all that kind of crap, but I like being inside. I'm not an outside person. I don't care about walks in the park, and that ain't my thing. I like looking out the window, which I'm doing right now, but outside of that, yeah, I'm close with most of my siblings. I have four, or there's four of us all together. I don't move. I go along. My brother does all that stuff. He has cars. Everything we need to do, he can do. And then I just do what I need to do. Yes, I do. I have a very great brother. No, I get along with all mine. I actually need to text my sister this morning. She has by Linda a package that we tried to send her for her birthday. Hers is like 12 days before mine. And so, yeah. Yeah, because then you kind of let go of most expectations and all that type of stuff. No, that was a long time ago. They were thinking about, we were thinking about places to go, and Guam was one of them. Good morning, Tallulah. But yeah, we're not moving there because, like I say, he values being able to drive wherever. This is why he doesn't like cruises and things like that. Because he, at some point, if he feels like he wants to get off, he needs to be able to get off. And so he's never really been that person. Yeah, he is an adventurer. He likes to go places and see things and all that good stuff. Me, I'm the tag along. Like if you go, I'll go. It's not gonna be my suggestion. It's just not. Good morning, Sue. Calm and cool is good. Well, he wants to live in LA, in San Francisco, them type of places. That's his vibe. So whenever he feels like he wants to go back out that way, then he'll go back out that way. It's not really my thing, but you know, whatever. Yes. Now this in particular time, we'll see where we actually go. But yeah, he is considered like it has to be something that I can get to because I don't drive. I've never driven. I learned once, and that was enough. to know, yeah, this is not something I'm going to do. Hurricanes are all going to get progressively worse because the water gets hotter and hotter. Oh, it's raining. Because the water gets hotter and hotter. Yes, I can be an inside child anywhere, so it does not matter. That's why we're not in LA right now, Double A. Because it costs a whole lot. Because if he had the amount to move in there and move out there, then we'd probably already be there. But, yeah, no. Yeah, yeah, small town will do it to you. Like Oklahoma City is not a small town, but it feels like it. Everywhere you go, you see somebody you know. Everywhere. Everywhere. You know, the one people, I just thought about this the other day, and now my recollection has come back to me. The one people, or one group of people who don't know what I do right now are the people I used to go to church with. And if I went back to Oklahoma, then this would be quite an interesting conversation. It would be quite an interesting conversation. So what you doing now? Tarot cards? That's what I'm doing now. Praise the Lord. That's what I'm doing now. Yep. Big little town. They just it's all a small town. They're just being nice and calling it a state. It's just one big small town. Everybody knows everybody. You don't go anywhere and you don't know somebody. You go to the grocery store, there's somebody you know. You go to the doctor, somebody sitting across from you, you know them too. You don't go anywhere and not meet somebody. Yeah, they would. Especially since I used to be a preacher there. Hi, Karen. So that would be a very interesting conversation. I'm pretty sure they have no idea what it is outside of witchcraft is what they'll call it, because that's what they call fortune tellers. I'm pretty sure that's what it would be. Oh, you're explaining the difference between burnt and burnt. It's the difference between well done and burnt. If it's crunchy, then it's done. Even if it's dark. If it's black, then it's burnt. Yes, I was a preacher. I was indeed. Well, still am, just preach a different message, that's all. Instead of trying to convert people with the blood of Jesus Christ, I'm saying, talk to your spirit and figure out what you need to do for your life. Same thing. God exists in both, so there you go. Yeah, that's what I always say, Crystal. It's if I called myself a prophet, I'd get my own church. If I call myself a psychic, then I'm the devil. So there you go. Good morning, Kathy. One's bad, one is the name just changed, that's all. Everything you do is all an intention. You can take God and the devil out of every situation. Bring it down to people. People are both good and evil. One is going to reside in you stronger than the other. Depends on what kind of willpower you have, what kind of growing up you did, what kind of belief system you have. Everybody has the propensity to be evil, and everybody has the propensity to be good. It is up to you which one you're going to be. That's why I said the worst things on earth is a person. The best thing on earth is a person. You can either heal or you can kill. And I don't hate church, just to be clear. Like, I don't hate it. I don't hate the community that I was a part of. I don't hate that. I understand now their small-mindedness. I hated it in the beginning. Men can't have long hair. They can't wear necklaces. Women can't wear pants. They shouldn't work. And they had that idea and that mentality, this whole Flintstone philosophy, as I called it. But I understood it. They were steeped in tradition, but they were good people at their heart. They cared about people. So, have I got my runes? That's what this is right here. I just need to go learn them some more. And because what I want is to be able to read them without my notes. And so that's what I need to go learn and practice and all that good stuff. And I need to be able, like I kind of do with the tarot, I need to be able to pick up one and then give you a little history and all that stuff on it and go like a deep dive into that one. And so once I get that, then they will appear on the channel and then I'll do a whole thing for them. I am actually going to start another channel too, but it's not, it's just for the cards, like a reviewing of the cards. I don't want to put, because I have 120 decks, so I didn't want to put 120 videos of me reviewing cards. So. I feel something. Yeah, I'm going to say yes. Because the moment I pulled them out, I don't know, I felt a connection, like something drawing me down to them. I couldn't look away. And which was interesting because I didn't know what to expect when I got them. But I could look at them online and was like, oh, I want those. And now that I have them, I want a larger size because Lord knows I ain't getting younger. And so these are very, do I have a favorite rune? No, but I've only read with them twice. Yes, 120 decks. But I love these. This is an actual F. The other one is not an F. This is the F. Texarkana, I kind of did that, but it's hidden in that big long video of me showing all of them. So I could do a separate one, but we'll see. We shall see. Like, this is not an F. I forget what this is. It's an R or something like that, but it's not an F. The thing I just showed you is an F. So I need that kind of knowledge. I need to be able to pick it up and just tell you all this little neat little stuff about it. Like, I got some of it. Like, these were something that the mystic would come and do. These are basically the god of Odin, the god of whatever he is the god of, is what this is based upon. This is who you beseech when you do your runes. The language is called Futhrak, I do believe, Old Norse language. And there is there's an alphabet to this, so you can actually spell words with these as well. So some people read it that way, and they try to spell a word and do whole, like the RSTLNE from Wheel of Fortune. You just plug in the letters that you need. The priest would come in, and he would throw the runes, and the head of the household would read the runes, and that would be, I guess, the advice from Odin for the family. and they would take that advice after they read the runes and then act upon it. So yeah, there's a little brief history, but these are actual letters. Futhrak, I do believe it is called. But yeah, I will look up some more stuff about it, and once I feel comfortable enough with it to where I don't need the notes, then I'll do it on the channel. And then after that, I still got to learn Lenormand. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm gonna learn these today, though. I think, because it's actually my bedtime. So we'll see how that works. Because I have a reading to do tonight with, like I said, Sienna, Tallulah, and Red Lentil Healing. We're going to do a reading tonight at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. It'll be about an hour. Yeah, and I got a couple things on the list for that. But yeah, I need to learn those today. I'm excited about those because they look really neat. And we'll be here on this channel tonight too. Yes, Odin is the Norse god. So he says. Central Standard Time, yes. And then, of course, it'll be playback. Where are you, Snizana? Are you, you're on the other side of the world, aren't you? So it might be, I don't know if it'll be late or early, but yes, it'll be Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. instead of 7. Because it's the middle of the work week, and so we can't be up all night. No, because I don't actually connect with Odin. I don't connect. My spirit connects me to understanding of different forms of divination. So I don't get like hits from other deities. Like I don't have that. So I'm gonna go. Yes, I actually will tarot. Once I'm done with the collective live stream, I should be actually going live myself, like shortly after that. But it might be on the other channel. We shall see how that goes. But I believe that's what the plan is, because I need to do the zodiac things, and then we'll do like some free reads and stuff over there. Because I was supposed to do that this month and I never did. Well, thank you, Ms. Darling. So on the other channel, I should be live after we do our collaborating read here, and then I'll go on the other channel and do that there. That's the plan. But like I say, yeah, I'll do oracle readings, and then I'll do my zodiac readings, and then we'll do some free readings. So yeah. I asked you who that was, Switchback Image. Who is MN? Well, I'm going to sign off, but email that to me, and then we can read that tonight. It'll be 4 of us, so we can... the other channel is called Apprentice Oracle. Like the Tarot's Apprentice, just Apprentice Oracle. So I'll see y'all. Oh, also, again, Jinlin and Ganga are going live on Friday. And I believe it will be, thank you, Larry Girl, it will be on Ganga's channel, I do believe. So be sure to check that out. I will see y'all later. And thank you, Tarot, once again for the cards. I am going to go learn my oracles today before I go to sleep. So I'll see y'all tonight at 6.